How big is it to come out of the first weekend of Pac-12 play with a series win?
Big. You want to start that first weekend off and get a series win. You go into every series and you want to get game 1. We didn't. We let it go, and we got game 2 and got game 3.
I guess it seemed like Cal that came into the series with only 2 losses, and then you lose the first game by 6 runs. How do you keep the team from losing their confidence against a Cal team that's really talented and make sure they know that they're good enough to actually beat Cal?
I think you have to have the ability to reset. We've been talking about having the ability to reset all year, and also just to have short-term memory. You just have to let it go. I believe if we did not let that first game go, I don't think we would have came out on top on the second game. I think we would have put ourselves in a hole. So the fact that they were able to let it go and know that we still have opportunity to win the series.
Can you speak to, you guys kind of have an identity as a team, but I don't know that it was necessarily like small ball, and you guys really did small ball today really well. But, that is definitely in the wheelhouse because you guys are kind of able to do whatever. You've got the speed, you've got the power, you've got the abilities, to play whatever game is necessary at any given time. But having gone small ball today, can you just speak to what your thoughts on that were?
I think for us as a team, we've got to understand that whatever the game is asking for, that can we give it. And so today it was asking for small ball, and those were the things that we needed. And we were able to come through. Just loving the double steal that was called, the squeeze. I mean, you have your big bad hitter up and she's squeezing, but she doesn't care. Just, that's what the moment called for. She executed. And I think one thing that we do know is that we have speed. So how are we going to use our speed, when it's driving somebody in and using our speed to run around the bases, but then also too, if we did have to go to, we do have to go to small ball, that we have the speed to do that as well.
What went into the slight changes in the batting order today?
I think just going through the weekend and who we expect to come up, just sometimes we flip it a little bit depending on maybe who's hot or a matchup that we think we're going to get. So just kind of strategy.
Putting Hannah in the 9 hole, is there any sense of trying to create a secondary leadoff hitter where she's someone who can get on base really well, and then it creates on base opportunities for people like Ariel and Kai at the top of the lineup?
Yeah, no, I mean, Hannah, we put Hannah everywhere. I mean, you can put Hannah wherever you put Hannah, she's fine. She doesn't care. But today I asked her specifically, Hannah, I want to put you in the 9, and I want to see if you can have the ability to flip our lineup over. And she did. That was huge in the end of the game. Her flipping our lineup, that was really, really big. So I love what she's doing, and I thought she had a really good day.
Do you think that's going to continue to see her in the 9?
Yeah. I think you could definitely see her in the 9. I like what our lineup looks like right now. You can see some people, Emma is getting hot. You're starting to see what Emma's capable of. She's getting hot. I love our lineup. I think we've got a really nice lineup from the top to the middle to the bottom.
Flipping from offense to defense, you guys played really, really great defense, especially today. I mean, Paige made a couple of incredible. KK had one that was, I mean, everybody was doing a great job. Can you speak to just what that means to the team to be able to keep runs off the board and have players making those kinds of plays?
Yes, well, we always talk about defense wins championships, and you can see that our defense is really, really talented. I thought our defense set the tone for the game today, where they got their runner on, they had the bunt, we threw the runner out at first, and then they kept trying to go to third, and we were able to throw her out at third. I mean, that was a humongous momentum shift for them, and seeing the momentum go from them to us. And I just felt like from there, we just carried the momentum the rest of the way. I thought Elise was excellent today. Coming in and getting 3 innings for us, and then Morgan coming in and finishing it up. I thought our pitching staff really over the weekend, that's a heavy duty lineup there. And for us to be able to have, we keep talking about having the depth with our pitching staff. Our pitching staff was a big part of what we did this weekend because of the depth that we have there. Morgan
said that she talked to you a little bit prior to today's game, going over film and stuff. Could you just share a little bit of what conversation you had with her and getting her ready for today's game?
Yeah, I think, what's nice is video is great. It's, just gives you a chance. Sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you don't always see everything. And when you get to sit down and watch video, it just gives you a chance to just take a breath, take a look at it, and see maybe going into the third day, they've seen you now, or actually the second day, they've seen you already, what are some adjustments, what are some things we want to do a little different. And I thought she really responded. I thought she attacked the zone. You could see she wasn't throwing as hard today, but I thought she had really, really good movement. That they hit the bomb, it doesn't matter. We've got the runs on the board, just reset. And that's what I think I was most impressed with her, is the ability to reset after that and just go get the last out. But I thought she was really good. I thought our defense was excellent. Our outfield, I thought Paige just had some, we look at her and anything that goes to her, it's just should be routine, even if it's 100 miles an hour. And she just makes it routine. So I like, this was a big weekend for us. This is a weekend that I think we needed just collectively as a group to really get to see the type of fight that we have and our ability, and to have our backs against the wall and just really see how we respond.
And specifically asking, what was your message to the team after the game today? I mean, obviously it was the outcome you wanted, but
Yeah.
How did you describe it to them?
I said, go celebrate. The pack's no joke. So just to kind of cruise through the pack and go, oh, well, we should do this, we should do that. You shouldn't. Anybody can get anybody on any given day. So celebrate that win, celebrate the series. Tomorrow, go home and study, because that's what they're going to do. They're on their day off. They're going to go home and study. But it's take a breather, and then let's start preparing for Utah.
Katie Flannery got her first hit as an Oregon Duck today. You've continued to trust her throughout the season. Just talk a little bit about the process with her and just building up to this momentum of a hit.
Yeah, I think for her, just, kind of been a little in and out of the lineup. She's young, but she's a competitor, and she's a go-getter, and she's not afraid of any moment. And it's nice to see her come in today and just settle in and not come in as a pinch hitter, but more of just to start the game and to finish the game. I think that was something big for her. But I think it was cool for everybody else to see. She's a good one, and I think she's going to continue to, get hot with what she's doing as well.
You guys found yourself outside of the top 25 this week for the first time, and it feels like forever. Yeah. Was that extra motivation moving into this week?
With this group, no, not at all. This group is very, very much what is in front of us. What do we need to do? Once that's done, move on to the next. So not really. But hopefully it'll allow us to get back in the top 25. That we took, I think they were ranked 14 or 13? 15. So to beat, number 15 2 out of 3 times, I think that deserves to be in the top 25.